Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and this movie is directed by David F. Sandberg, just like the first movie, and it came out in 2023, this year, and I missed it while it was in theaters, but I finally got a chance to see it now, and I enjoyed this one, not as much as the first movie from memory. I haven't seen the first movie since it came out in theaters, but I would like to revisit that movie after watching this movie because this one, it kind of made me want to come back to that first movie just because it kind of reminded me, oh yeah, it was kind of fun and I remember enjoying it while I was watching it in theaters. And some things that were kind of missing for me in this movie was the humor. I didn't really find this movie all that funny whenever it did have comedy, but luckily, the comedy doesn't ruin the movie, fortunately, and there are a couple jokes that I did kind of like, and the special effects, they were a little cartoonish, and I kind of get it. It is a little bit of a cartoony movie, like Shazam is, like, in some ways, like DC's Spider-Man, to some extent, to me. Like, he's just a relatable kid trying to figure out where he is in the world, and eventually he does learn some things, and that's what I enjoyed about the movie is the characters, and I like the characters, and I enjoyed the action scenes in the movie. Not like the best action scenes I've ever seen in a superhero movie, but they were still fun. They found a way to make all the characters feel vulnerable, like when they're in their Shazam forms, like they made it so like they can actually get hurt, like they're not invincible people, and that's kind of what I liked about it. And I enjoyed all of the new things that were introduced to this universe, like when they're all in the Rock of Eternity, and there's some new things that we hadn't seen before. Like that was kind of fun, and really the heart of the movie is just the characters, and that is really what carries the movie for me. Not so much the humor or the villains of the movie. They were kind of weak for me and a little one-dimensional and kind of boring. Like, to me, that was the worst stuff in the movie, just the villains, and I'm just like, just cut back to the heroes and see what they're doing, because I'm more interested in what's going on with them than anything else in the movie. And there was a romance in the movie that, for reasons I can't say without spoiling the movie, was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's like if you don't think about it, and the movie does make fun of it a little bit at one point, but if you don't think about it at all and just take it surface level, then it kind of works. But once you start to think about it, it's kind of weird, or at least for me it is. I also enjoyed the bridge scene. That was a good scene in the movie. That was kind of fun, and I liked the music choices at points, and I was never bored. The movie is just over 2 hours long, and it just flies by for me. Like, nothing is, like, boring to me particularly. It just continues and continues, and I'm always with it. Even if I'm not, like, super attached to anything that's going on. But there are plenty of things that I did like overall. It's just my emotional experience while watching the movie. It's just not there, unfortunately, and I'm not sure if I'll ever rewatch this movie. Maybe someday when I'm just in the right mood, probably like a few years from now. But I do think that this movie has value. I did have some fun while watching it, and I liked our main group of characters, just like in the first movie. There were good performances in it, and I enjoyed the action scenes, even if they're not the best in superhero movies ever, but they were still kind of fun. Although I do have quite a bit of issues with this movie that I can't get into because I don't want to spoil anything. There's still stuff that I liked, and I liked the movie overall, and I had fun while watching it, like I've said already, and overall, it's a good movie. And apparently, a lot of people didn't really enjoy this movie when it came out. And I don't know. Like, I just watched the movie and I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first movie. There are some things that could be cut out, but I did like it by the end of the day. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Shazam! Fury of the Gods a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Surf's Up. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.